Okay guys, the first thing you're gonna do, you've got your two different legs. Go ahead and take the pins out, because remember we know that like this is the crotch seam because there's, and the back, because there's so much room there, versus the front because there's not as much room, because you got buns, hun. Go ahead and take the pins out and then get ready to follow step 1 in your instructions. Now, see how I took a front and a back and I pinned it together, okay? So one front and one back, right sides together. That's gonna be one leg, probably the right leg, and this will be the left. Do I need to worry about this? No, because I'm not sewing that together. I'm only sewing from here down to here. And remember, we've got to force those edges to match because it's got the curved, one leg is curved. Remember my example in class, it's curved to make it slimmer between the legs and not be so bunchy. Fashion rule number 1, curve one leg piece just a little bit, bow it out just a little so that it fits better. Okay? That is correct up here. That's what you want yours to look like, but we're not sewing those things together. Okay, so remember I said to sew with 5/8 of an inch line. See that black line right there? That's the 5/8 of an inch line where I'm going to line up my material. So see how my material is lined up against that line. When I start to sew, I'm going to back stitch, and then I'm going to keep my edge right along my 5/8 of an inch line all the way to the end. I'm pretending as if my notch is not there this time, okay? All right, so I start sewing and then I'm going to back stitch. Why is this not back stitching? There we go. And then I got to force it to keep it against the 5/8 of an inch line, and I'm going to pull out my pins. Got my thread caught, but that's okay. Just pull it out. And see how I'm just guiding with my hands, and as I come to a pin, I stop. Okay, you can stop it now. All right, so see, there's my notch, but I'm keeping my line against the 5/8 of an inch line and pretending that that's not there, that my notch is not there. And then when I get to the end, I'm going to back stitch. I'm going to sew all the way to the end and back stitch. And then I end with my take-up lever at the top, lift up my presser foot, cut it on my thread cutter, and there it is. Okay, so I am going to show you how to serge, and you may not have access to a serger at home, but if you do, I wanted to give you the example, and if not, you're just going to iron your seams flat and open, and I'll show you that here in a minute, okay? I'm going to turn this around, and okay, so remember, when you're serging, we never want to mess with the presser foot. So just lift up and slide under. Remember, I'm going to keep the edge of my material right along this cliff line so that I don't serge over my stitching line, okay? With my right hand, I'm keeping it flat as it goes through. I can cut off my notch because I've already matched it, so I'm done. Gotta keep it right along the cliff edge. Keep my material working through. I'm going to go a little bit faster, and then remember at the end, when you're using any serger, mine's the easiest to thread. Most people don't have something so nice, so remember to always make a long tail, long enough to cut on the thread cutter, and then throw your scraps away.